et mulieres in oculis zacae annos agimus, ubi optamus es sepulcri Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Quid sit Romae respepico est tonus procenos imperial. Quid sit Romae in manus eorum nos pugnabimus imperial sed resistimus. Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Laervi horrerimus da. Laervi horrerimus da. Roma invicta. Ad gloria, ad fortitudinem, fidelitatem et victoriam a Roma, sumus melius cunctis. Ad gloria, ad fumulus nihil et mors a Roma fallimur carissima. Sol non praesumet ave calcio in auribus meis urbem diligimus, et omnia eius edixit apud Valerius, et mulieres in oculis zacae annos agimus, ubi optamus es sepulcri Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Quid sit Romae respepico est tonus procenos imperial. Quid sit Romae in manus eorum nos pugnabimus imperial sed resistimus. Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Laervi horrerimus da. Laervi horrerimus da. Roma invicta. Ad gloria, ad fortitudinem, fidelitatem et victoriam a Roma, sumus melius cunctis. Ad gloria, ad fumulus nihil et mors aroma fallimur carissima. Sol non praesumet ave calcio in auribus meis urbem diligimus et omnia eius edixit apud Valerius et mulieres in oculis Zaccae annos agimus ubi optamus esse sepulcri Roma invicta. Roma invicta. Quid sit Romae res pepico est tonus procenos imperial. Quid sit Romae in manus eorum nos pugnabimus imperial sed resisti.
Hello, Legionnaires. How's it going? Oh, I see Azur. How are you doing today? Damn, I got like 3 different drinks on the table here. Let me get everything sorted out. I did kind of feel like having one of my nice beers tonight, but I also got some water with me as well. Keep me hydrated, all that. There we go. All right. But yet today we are doing more Until Then. This game has gone on a lot longer than I thought it was going to when I initially saw it. I'm happy about it, though. Excellent, excellent game. But yeah, I'm very interested to see where things go here. So we can go ahead and jump in here. I don't think there's a whole lot of business other than this is going to be kind of a crazy week because I got this stream today. Then on Wednesday, I have Deltarune Chapter 1, working on their version of the Genocide run, which I think is just beating people up. Since I don't think you kill any monsters in Deltarune. I just started it last week because I just finished up Undertale. Then Thursday, Clair Obscura, doing more of that, which, man, that game is good. Holy shit, it's good. And I'm glad to see it's become such a success. So I guess it's already sold 1 million copies, not even including the fluffy-wuffy bullshit that comes with Game Pass numbers. Like, the devs confirmed it was 1 million plus actual sales, which, awesome. And like 120 or 115 concurrent players on Steam. So yeah, it's doing great, and I'm so happy about that. And then Friday, got a collab with Blue Fox Riani, playing more Deep Rock Galactic, because that was a lot of fun last time, and I'm sure she'll do a little announcement on her stream related to kind of going over the details, but essentially it's just going to be open invite. She and I will be hosting, and we'll be, running around doing dwarf things, but other people are welcome to come in. You don't have to stream or anything. You just come in with our invite code and just hang out with us. And then we have a big Doki Doki reading collab like we did last month with a lot of the other friends. Should be a good time as well. Also with Ria, and we've got a few other guys. We got to get them confirmed, but I want to say it's Virus and Corlith, Hero, and maybe Kato. I'll have to see there. But yeah, this will be shit. Yeah, let's see, 5 streams this week, I want to say. Yeah, this will be the most I've ever done. This will be a good test to see if I burn out or not. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is a good night for a good beer. Got my Bigfoot barley wine style ale from Sierra Nevada. That is very much a sipping beer, though. All right, let's get into it here. Oh, this is where we stopped last time. Oh, okay. Interesting. And if there's any preference on me narrating, I'm happy to do it. But I try to save my voice a little bit if people are good on doing the narration. It will wear me out faster, for sure. Got 1 second here. There we go. Oh, good. Uh-oh. Marky's in trouble. He didn't do his homework, guys. I guess you could consider that to be cheating. Doesn't feel like it. It's not. No, she's just a little urchin that comes along and annoys us. A childhood best friend, you might say. Oh, competition. Oh, Nicole, you know you've got competition now. All right, as usual, I try to leave narrative choices up to chat. We got 1, she does scare me, or 3, she's not that bad. And as a general rule, like I said, I let chat choose, unless they make the wrong decision, and then I will use my powers to do an executive override. I don't know, she is a... it's not bad. Not that bad. Oh, Justin, you piece of shit. You keep your fucking mouth shut. Do you want me to start talking to Elise? 'Cause I wouldn't mind. She's a cutie. No. Oh. Oh, look at that blush. Oh, it's adorable. Blush for me. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're coming on a little bit strong with that, man. Oh, she getting it? Oh, I think she is.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Yurice Palmer, welcome in. Welcome to the Legion. We're playing Until Then, which is one of those games that just sort of happened to pop up on Steam maybe a month ago on sale, and it was just beyond highly recommended. So I've been playing it here, and it deserves all the hype it gets. But yeah, hope you enjoy your time here. How was your Monday? I'm assuming it's a Monday for you still. Some day of some sort. Oh, hey, Zary, how's it going? You enjoying my temporary emotes? My artist is a ways out here, unfortunately, so I found some stuff. Free emotes online are not great. But they just have to be charming, tolerable enough to last maybe a month or so. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I figured that it's just some fun little stuff I found there just to give something for my subs, something for you guys. And if you notice, but there is quite a few new sound alerts I got up on there for channel points and bits as well as quite a bit of stuff for the various sound alerts. So got a nice little variety now. Now, how's it going with you, Zary? Oh, principal son. Okay, so he's a spoiled piece of shit. And useless. Oh. You don't know about Muv-Love? I could have swore you had mentioned that you knew of what Muv-Love is. And why someone might ask for 1,000,000 points to play it. I thought it was you and Sam during the bully stream that we talked about Muv-Love. Well, I mean, I think the face reveal is pretty valuable in and of itself, but you have to remember that the game series is like, the trilogy, all 3 games together, are like 70 hours. It is a long series. It is a big time commitment to do that. And also, there is the scene. I never want to experience the scene again. I love the series. I think it's amazing. I want everyone to play it because I want them to suffer. But I never want to see the scene again. Yeah. It is worth it for the experience. But that shit fucked me up. So, yeah. That's why it's 1,000,000. I don't expect anyone to ever claim it, which is exactly why I'm offering a face reveal as well as playing through a 60 to 70 hour game series. Not the side content though, just the main trilogy. Yeah, I figured people would waste more points on making me play Slop Guard or having me do Life is Strange Night, where I get shit-faced and play that. Although I'll probably get shit-faced for Veilguard too. I don't want to do either of those. But yeah, a part of why I want to do the face cam with I don't know about that. It's the context around the scene. It is 50 hours of build up to get to that point, and the fact that it happens to my favorite character, and you don't expect it, but you're in kind of an emotionally vulnerable state because of the previous scene that had just happened. It is the recipe. Like, I've had things that are probably debatably worse, but that didn't bother me like nearly as much. In fact, I rarely ever get bothered by like, well, things of that nature. But yeah, I figured if we're gonna be doing that, that scene in particular calls for a face cam reaction, because it's not gonna be pretty. It'll not be a good night for me. But maybe some people will find enjoyment in my suffering. Yeah, actually, I think that's probably the worst I ever had with a piece of media, was that scene. Yeah, no, see, I get very invested in media. Movies, TV shows, whatever, video games. I like to feel very strongly about things. It's just a lot of times, you know, there'll be something like really gory and extreme, and I'm just sort of like, oh, whatever, this is more just kind of annoying. That's kind of the issue I have with The Boys, is that it's like really gross and just like fucked up, but I don't really feel anything towards it, because it's just so like, isn't it, oh, look, he ripped this guy's face off. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's gross and unpleasant to look at, but I don't care. But with that scene in Muv-Luv, it was unexpected. And I liked the character. And I liked the game overall, and you know, just sort of like, I mean, it got to be a harrowing experience in the middle of the third game, but then you get that, and it's like, oh shit. Oh, that's what this, oh, holy fuck. All this setup for this. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think it's the way it's set up, it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. That's why I love that series so much. But yeah, it's just weird. Like, the really gruesome stuff typically doesn't bother me all that much. It's context. It all just depends on the context. Yeah, I think most people aren't even going to try and save up for it, which that's going to be probably multiple years to get to that point. At least. I think most people are going to just burn off trying to jump scare me or making me play other games that are cheaper that will also make me suffer. Do you have any preference on me doing a narration? Nope, there we go. Oh. Is it going in for it? Oh, come on. Oh, okay, Justin, you're losing me now. Ooh. "348 days of watching you and saving without subbing to get to..." Wow. Yep. That sounds right. I mean, I was saying we were talking like a 3-hour stream or something like that. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a fair commitment. I think that is a fair commitment for that. Nope. No, we got it. We got the bad puns. We got the bad puns. Moving on. What? Oh, is that like the putting the headphones on the pregnant stomach and playing that thing? Oh, pregnante. Holy shit. Wow. Well, let's not assume that you don't do any chatting, because I know you get points if you chat and then you click on the little green boxes and shit. Oh, okay. What do we got here? So 1, it's German notation, or 3, spelling is hard. Yeah, sure, of course. Because that does make a big difference. If you're actively chatting, I know you get way more points, and you get way more of those boxes that'll pop up, but then you'll also just get, like, it'll show, like, oh, 5 points, 10 points randomly will pop up there whenever you actively participate. Alright, yeah, which one are we doing here? 1 or 3? I think we'll do 1 then. Huh. Yeah, Zary, you're doing like a Maxo right now. I was sort of, I made a joking thing, whatever, it's just like, John is twice the age of Sally, but Sally is the 1/3 the age of Mark, and Mark is, 5 years older than Gary, and I was just bullshitting off the top of my head, and he actually tried to calculate it. But I appreciate you doing it, by all means. It'd be good for me to know. Ah, okay. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Can I nag this dude? Yeah, I love the art in this game. They do so much with the pixel art. I gush about it all the time. Damn, it's good. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, it is interesting seeing the differences between the well, two timelines at this point. From what I understand, there's going to be a lot more. But some of them are pretty big and some of them are quite small. But I already like the differences in Mark and Nicole's relationship. Damn, 173 days at tier 3. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to get a tier 3 period. I have the sound alert set up for it. I have the sound alert set up for all 3 tiers at this point. You'll definitely yeah, I'm sure you'll hear the tier 1 at some point here. Although I may end up playing them, just doing a test run of the new sound alerts a little bit later on. Kind of see how things go. Hmm. So got some uncertainty here. What do we got? Hmm. Okay. What are we thinking here? Number 1, I don't think so. Or 3, is that how you feel? Hmm. Well, essentially 290 days. Damn. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, decent chunk of time there. From Rhea stream. You double fisting the streams right now? Oh, that's unfortunate. This very heartfelt, sentimental scene, having a piece of sentient luggage talking over. Ugh, disgusting. Oh, that's a hell of a line there. I just mean, I wish sincerity were easier. Ooh. Damn. Yep. Holy shit, man. I don't know how you do that. I'm lucky if I can do two at once. I mean, I'll usually have two open just to, you know, support friends and whatnot, but yeah. Howdy, lady. How's it going? Good to see you again. Yep. Yep, we're back at it here. We're back at the super emotional game. Holy shit, Zeri. How? How do you do that? I would refer to that as massive overstimulation. To me, having like two streams going at once, just to like vibe with friends and support them and whatnot, like I can barely do that. And that's where it's like, okay, the people I want to actively support, so I want to be in chat, interact with them. I mean, it's one thing to have multiple streams open, they're just kind of there. But that is like too much for me sometimes. Holy shit. Good lord. Yeah, I really like Mark and Nicole's relationship. They've it's interesting seeing like how different they are in the timelines, but also it feels somehow like they've grown, which we're still not sure how the whole timeline things work because they clearly don't have no memory of them. But yeah, you can see the way they connect on a more thoughtful level. Like they are, like her acknowledging, yeah, I don't know if we're actually hearing each other out. Like that takes emotional like maturity and understanding to even think that you're not having a real connection. It's not just a, oh, you know, yeah, we're well, they're not in a relationship, they're not boyfriend and girlfriend, but they definitely have, you know, the warm fuzzies for each other, and they have that connection beyond her teaching him to play piano. So I think that like you see a lot of depth in the characters, and I really, really dig. Discord on mobile too. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else you want to add to the list there? And this is definitely a new scene too. Oh, her. Yeah, we never figure out what your deal is. Probably. I get really disgusted whenever I see like the ludicrous amount of like tabs that people have open. Seen that with, like, Kirsha and Asmongold, and, like, it's just like, oh, how do you do that? That is disgusting. Like, literally dozens or hundreds of tabs. It's just like, oh, it makes me sweat looking at it. Ugh. Oh, what's Kate got to say about Nicole? Yeah, Kate was kind of like a non-entity in the first timeline. She was there just to kind of, like, embarrass Kath a little bit and kind of make Mark look to be something. Definitely not like a ladies' man, but she was receptive to him and basically told Kathy to fuck off. So it was more just sort of like a comedy scene. But yeah, here, I don't know. Looks like we're gonna get some shit. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, that's what this is. Well, fuck, okay. Okay, so it was her brother who was her friend who disappeared. Shit. All right, what are we thinking here? Number one, she had her reasons, or three, why didn't she? Okay. Yeah, I usually have Spotify, and then if I can't find it on Spotify, then I use YouTube for little odds and ends music that, like, tracks that don't show up there. Nope, lady. The secret option of 2 is only on phones for some reason. Not sure why this game does that, but yeah, 2 only works on phones. As it stands, it is simply 1 or 3. All right, out of reasons. Nope. Okay. I was trying to switch over to the numpad because the numpad also activates my costume change, but it seems to not be working for some reason on my keyboard, so that's fine. Okay. This can dip into soap opera territory really, really quickly, but I don't think the game is going to go there. We'll see what happens. Oh. Okay. Okay, I think I have an idea already. I'm not going to say it, though. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, it's Filipino. And that's one of those things where I have, like, an understanding of Filipino culture in kind of broad strokes from kind of like an anthropological, what's the other one? Geopolitical, financial sort of understanding. So I have an understanding of the culture through that lens. When it comes to actual Filipino culture, not as much. I know they get a lot of Western and Asian imports into the culture as far as like Western TV and, you know, then things from China and Japan and shit like that. But I don't really know a whole lot about Filipino culture. I really hope it doesn't go that way. I don't think it will. But there's always that possibility. There's always that small possibility there. Yeah, I mean, I know about K-dramas. And C-dramas, for that matter. Hmm. I haven't really watched any TV shows from any of those cultures. I did watch a Chinese series, which my friends and I jokingly called Dynasty Warriors, which then they actually made a Dynasty Warriors TV series like 5 years later. But it's based off of the contention of Chu and Han after the fall of the Qing Dynasty before the Han Dynasty. And that was like 80 episodes long. Very, very fun. But it has very strong soap opera vibes to it because of just like the acting style, because it's like based off like Peking theater. Yeah, well, the Philippines is just like, it's sort of one of those, it's a complicated country, that's for sure. It has a lot of sway in Asia just because of its relationship to China and America, and the rest of it for that matter, but they're kind of an essential island chain. And then it was Duterte, or whatever his, who was the one that was run, who was like kind of a quasi-dictator before? Now there's a new guy. True, the Spanish influence. Yes, absolutely. No, it was definitely a Chinese series. It was called, yeah, like the English name is King's War, which is a terrible name for it. I think the Chinese name is The Contention of Chu and Han. Actually, I'll look it up because it's a cool series. Let's see. It was on it's on Netflix too. I think they still have it there. Yeah, it came out in 2012. It is. It's called the Legend of Chu and Han. However, that's translated from Chinese, or from Chinese Mandarin. Yeah, historical drama, but it has very, very like over the top acting to it. But I understand it's pretty common with that kind of like Peking theater was kind of big back in the day, and so a lot of theatrical performances that led into TV shows and movies were very much based off of that. So you get very kind of like, by our standards, very hammy acting in a lot of Chinese shows. Yeah, the Spanish were all over the place. They got their little influences everywhere. Portugal too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is weird to me because it's like very specifically it shits on the Qing dynasty, and I figured that would kind of not be allowed because it's like, oh, that's part of our history. But it's like, of course, it very much is pro Han dynasty and Emperor Han Qing, as he was a peasant kind of rising up. So that makes sense because Han Chinese, that comes from the Han dynasty. So they want to kind of puff up the Han dynasty and make it look like it's the best. But still, like, they are actively shitting on the Qing Emperor. And I remember that was that movie Hero came out in like 2008, and they specifically were like gushing over the Qing Empire and how great the first emperor was, even though he was an absolute lunatic who drank mercury and had like millions of people put to death. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I mean, there as much as I hate supporting the CCP and seeing what they're doing, like, they do make good shit. I'm not even like a Marvel guy or an Overwatch guy, but I can say objectively that Marvel Rivals is a good game. They do make good quality entertainment once they know their audience. So yeah, it's I don't know. They never mentioned the mom disappearing. It was just the brother. Yeah, CCP. Yeah. What the fuck are they even? I mean, it's authoritarian with limited aspects of capitalism. My friend and I argued whether they're actually communist or not. He says that that's in name only, the way that the Democratic Republic of Korea is actually Democratic Republic. I disagree. I still think it has a lot of hallmarks of communism, but you know, as in oppressing ethnic minorities and and doing a lot of terrible things. But yeah, it's sort of like it's an argument of like system of government versus like intent and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, they have a lot of debt. Yeah, also manipulated their own system to make things work for them because yeah, the whole yuan they can suppress and boost the value of the yuan whenever they want to. It doesn't operate in the same market that the dollar or any other currency does. It's self-contained, and so they can just do whatever the hell they want with it. Yeah, no, it's the CCP is insane, but they seem to have found the cheat code for infinite money. So I guess respect to them, but yeah, it's just they're opportunistic, I think is the best way to put it. Arky didn't realize that's who she was talking about? Come on, man, I was sticking up for you. It's actually a pretty, like, aware, thoughtful guy. That sort of feels a little bit like, oh, you kind of want that to be a big reveal. But it's fairly obvious. Hmm. Well, that's the thing, though, is we expected things to be way worse with the Evergrande situation. Yeah, I think it's sort of, man, we're really getting into the weeds here with economic and geopolitical discussions. Yeah, I think when it comes to any system, yeah, you have sort of the notions of, like, what it should be, because as someone who is fairly strongly into believing that capitalism is if it's done right, it's done well. Although most Western cultures, particularly in America, does have very strong crony capitalism, which fucks things up big time. But, you know, sort of like in the quote unquote ideal world, um, it, I would say it would be a system where you have free market capitalism with proper government regulations that don't benefit the top 1% that are like truly free market, that does allow for competition, but without allowing for monopolies to crush the little guy kind of deal. But again, we're talking perfect systems. So yeah, when it comes to capitalism or communism, socialism, any of those, you're always going to get the question too of like, which is the correct ideology, you know, when it comes to communism. I mean, you got Marxism, you have Leninism, you have Stalinism, you have Trotskyism, and they all claim to be the correct one because the other guys don't have it right. And as for the shadow debt, I just don't know. They always seem, yeah, with Evergrande, like, I mean, they just seemed like they were going to be doomed at that point, and they kind of pulled themselves up. I mean, they totally screwed over all of the people who had who bought those homes, and they gave them like pennies on the dollar for it. At least I think that was the situation. I'd have to look into that again, because I seem to remember they basically were like, well, yeah, we'll kind of pay some of you off, but you got to still keep paying your mortgages for all these properties that don't exist now and may never exist, kind of deal. And there was a mass protest over it, but from what I understand, nothing really changed in it. And yeah, but we'll see what happens with things in the future here. There's just so many things going on with that country that I just don't know how they still function. But yeah, from what I heard, there was a big kerfuffle too with a bunch of CCP leadership. A bunch of people got ousted the party, which, you know, not too uncommon, but a lot of it was like big people in the military. And Xi Jinping's no spring chicken, despite him wanting another 4 years. Okay, yeah, I'll check that out, Zeri, for sure. Yeah, because I want to say I've heard the term shadow debt, but I'm not super familiar with it. I just know of their actual debt, and then like the way that they like they'll say like, okay, we have this company owes, you know, $1 million or whatever. Well, what we'll do is, because this company has, you know, it's a medium-sized company, and so it has multiple members of the CCP in it that are actively, you know, we want this company to succeed. So what we'll do is we'll take that debt and we'll sell it off to one of the many government-owned banks, and the bank is basically forced to hold on to this debt, and then they will kind of chop it up and call it different things and sell it off to other banks that are obligated to buy those off, and then they will do and they'll try and like recover the money if they can, but if not, they just kind of bury it and sort of let those banks hold on to insane amounts of debt, and then it never gets paid off. And so they kind of just keep these systems of zombie debt that exists, like it is just rot that exists all throughout the system, and it never gets resolved. And they might make the effort to fix it here and there, but it's the like level of we'll resolve to 1 to 3% of the debt versus 97% of it not. It's just a mess. But yeah, I'll have to look into that. That does sound interesting. No, were they more than friends? Okay, so what did Nicole do that's... Okay, so she was friends with your brother? I'm not seeing how Nicole is the bad person here. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I can understand not to associate after losing a close family member like that. Just it hurts too much to look at them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, why are you getting mad at me? I'm getting snippy all of a sudden here. I've been snippy for a while, but it's like, okay, just tell me what's going on here. Oh. Okay. Yeah, damn, it sounds like they were more than friends, because, yeah, she did that in another timeline, too. She drags Mark along to search a decrepit town that's fallen apart to look for memories of her former friend. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hey. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was pretty sure that area was closed off before. We were trespassing on dangerous ground. And she gets mad at... Nicole gets mad at Mark in the last timeline for not wanting to be there. Okay, okay, I see where Kate's coming from a little bit, that this is definitely an obsession territory. And for her, she just wants to let her brother go. So, okay, I'm getting this a little bit more now. I understand where she's coming from. Hmm. Okay. Huh. Alright, what are we thinking here? 1 defend or 3 doubt? Hmm. I don't know, at this point I'm starting to feel like, Kate has something worth saying here. I should open up a little bit on that, because, yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Wait, no, I meant... Really? Are they just kind of the same choice? Because defend sounds like I'd be defending Nicole, and that would be... Alright. Alright. Hmm. Let's see what we got here. Wait, I want to talk about... come on. I don't know if I'd define that as fresh. Yeah, I'm sure Mark acted the shit out of that. He was there too. Kathy, you gush over every girl that you see. Don't be giving him a hard time when he's in Nicole. And then Jaffe, whoever that is. I don't know if they've ever... That's like the one guy she's into or something, but I don't think they've ever introduced Jaffe. Maybe that'll be in another timeline, I don't know. Oh, we got some long ones here. 1, what would you do if I heard something about someone? Or 3, what if she's not who I think she is? Ooh. Of course. You wouldn't know him. All right, any preference on the choices here? 3? All right. We will do 3. Yeah, that easy. Communicate. Yep. Yep, Kathy for the win on that one. If only people talked and explained their feelings and their issues with each other. Sometimes that means having an uncomfortable conversation which neither person is happy with, but ultimately things are a lot better in the long run when you do. I mean, technically it is because he just asked if you think so, so he was asking for you to confirm your feelings on the subject. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I understand where Kathy's coming from, but yes, ultimately it's Mark's... It's up to Mark to answer that, but it's pedantic, but yes. Oh, yeah, he was kind of asking what your opinion was on the matter. Do you want to torture your ex or make them happy? What? I don't know what the intent is behind this. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, to me that's always just felt like a really basic thing to do, but I guess that's very common in relationships for people just not to talk to each other. And then they bottle things up and then get mad at each other later on. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know, it's... And to me, it just seems so straightforward. Like, yeah, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes you have a conversation that you really don't want to. And it can make you feel really anxious. Sometimes you're not happy with the other person when you have that conversation. But ultimately, yeah, it's you got to do it. Otherwise, shit falls apart. Because I've been there too. But yeah, absolutely. Kathy's right on that. Yeah. Oh, Kathy's big mad. True, yeah, you have to have both sides. You can make all the effort in the world to communicate, and if they just refuse to follow through, then yeah, it doesn't really... It has to be a willingness on both sides. But I think ultimately, if you have an unwilling partner, but the other partner is willing to do it, and you can kind of get them into it, yeah, they should be making the effort themselves. But if you can make it happen, great. But if they're just unwilling, period, then that's just a recipe for failure, just... Period. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Kathy's just striking out on this timeline. I'll see myself out. Glares, and then happily walks away. Oh, these bitches again. Ooh. Mean girl shit. Right, the truck. Oh, and there was someone else there. That's right, Mark, there was. Oh, I hope I get to tell them off on this timeline too. I despise that mean girl shit. The Dark Desert Highway. I think I'm missing the reference on that one. Alright, yeah, do we say don't listen to them or sorry about that? I was hoping to tell them off more properly, but... Yeah, we want Luis to be okay. That's the main thing. I feel like don't listen to him is probably the best, but I'll leave that up to you guys. Oh, Hotel California, yep. Yeah, I don't know. I think most guys do avoid it, but there are some that do feed into that kind of negativity. Yeah, one's a good choice. Yeah, Yeah, I know that's a whole thing. I unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, but I guess with the industry I'm in or whatever, I willfully stay out of this VTuber drama shit for the most part. It comes up, I know of the events that happen, but man, I just really don't want to, like, I have no investment in it. I look into it enough to sort of see, like, oh, this person's a huge piece of shit. Well, I know never to interact with them or to watch their content. But yeah, God, I'm sure the shit stirring that's going on there right now is just a madhouse. I think she should put a brave face there. Oh, it's the three of us talking this time. Interesting. Are we going to do the scientific hypothesis now? That is good to bring her into this as well. We kind of were missing that last piece, the last timeline, because there was just sort of, we had ideas about what the anomaly was, but they were both wrong. So yeah, maybe Nicole will shed some light here. Or she'll take us in the opposite wrong direction. That's also a possibility. Yeah, Nicole, don't you, like, realize that? Yeah, that's kind of a big thing. All these people randomly disappearing. I thought you were the smart girl. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, I don't think we're doing Kojima territory. Thank God. I don't have the stomach for another Kojima production. And going through the... what was the... Didn't Death Stranding do the credit sequence like 2 or 3 times? I watched a supercut of that, and that was still too much for me. It was like a 5-hour supercut of someone doing a playthrough with all the best, like, comedic moments in it. Yeah, but the thing, though, is I actually like Nier. It is pretentious as hell, and it's kind of messy, for sure. But... it's very much, it's not a lore consistent series. It's definitely not going for logic. It is meant to be far more like pathos rather than logos. But I'm fine with that. It's a series that makes me feel. But yeah, God, it is, yeah, Yoko Taro. That's his name, Yoko Taro. Yeah, that dude definitely has his head up his ass. I'm not gonna argue otherwise. Yeah, Nicole, did you seriously not remember that, like, one of the students just went missing, like, 2 days ago? Oh, shit, it was Ryan, too. Oh. Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, because we're not friends with Ryan in this universe. He's just a, you know, dude bro basketball player. And you have no contact with him. Oh, auto mod. I even lowered the standard on it too, because apparently I had it at the highest standard, which I didn't mean to. I have it at, like, the medium or second highest or whatever. But I think a lot of it is just, whatever you call it. It's not just individual words. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was up his ass. It wasn't the drug, it was just literally up his ass. That's what it highlighted. I know. You would think it would be the smoking meth part as opposed to saying up his ass, but when I had it like I said, I didn't realize I had it at the highest setting, and it auto-modded creepy at one point. But yeah, I just wanted to be like more on the cautious side until I kind of get things settled here, because it's Twitch. And even if they say, oh, well, you know, like having the lowest moderation setting's probably fine, I don't know. I just worry there's going to be that small chance that a gamer word gets through, or a gamer word with, you know, a certain spelling or something like that. And that's the last fucking thing I need. The last thing I need is, yeah, someone coming in and doing that intentionally and then reporting my channel. Yep. I don't like doing this shit. If it were up to me, I would leave it off, because frankly, I don't even fucking care about gamer words. To me, it's just like, it's whatever. I mean, if you want to be an obnoxious asshole, fine, whatever. But then again, now there's a whole conversation as to, you know, word usage and whatnot. I mean, I hate that we're here, but if we're going to be here, then I do need to keep things on the safe side. Then things can kind of loosen up over time. We'll get a feel for stuff. But yeah, I just don't trust it. I've heard way too many horror stories of assholes coming into streams and then just unleashing and then reporting the channel. Or they'll come in and do the thing where it's like, oh, the channel's offline, but they don't have like a emote-only chat set. So they'll put a bunch of slurs in chat and then report the channel. So, is what it is. But yeah, it's kind of stupid. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Right, but I don't want to be in a situation where I have to, like, take down a VOD anyway, if that happens. It's annoying now, but yeah, in time we'll, you know, we won't have to deal with it. I mean, it'll all the approved messages will be approved, and it doesn't take me that long to correct it. Yeah, I could do that. That sounds like work. If I actually got, like, views on my VODs, then yes, I would do that. That they're basically, like, it's basically just record keeping at this point, just to be like, oh yeah, this was the VOD. If you want to, I'd appreciate it, man. I mean, yeah, would it be something that would just, like, detect it from the on-screen chat that I have here, and just sort of, like, put a black bar over it or something? I mean, what are you thinking exactly? All right, what are you thinking? 1, the disappearances, or 3, everything's fine? Yeah, certainly not in a hurry. I mean, if you do that, great. If not, all right, 1. Yep. Oh, he's getting a little blushy there. Oh. What do we got? What do we got? This dish. Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't bother her with that then. She's got enough going on. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's a bummer, you know, if I have to lose a VOD here and there. It's what it is. Okay. Oh. I don't know how a universe would collide with another universe. That kind of sounds not like it would go well for both universes. Like they would cease to exist or something, but I suppose just some time ripples if they have a big old shell around them. I don't know. I'm not a multiverse expert. I'm not a Marvel writer. Huh. Yeah, that's always been my issue with, like, the infinite universes, is that it's necessarily infinite. So, yeah, infinite is such a strange concept. Because, like, can you actually add more to infinite? To infinity? Yeah, this is why I'm not a mathematician or a scientist. Sure, no, that's fair. Yeah, how much of an actual effect they can have on each other. And if it's just a matter of, I guess the analogy I think of would be like gravitational pull. Like maybe they don't touch, but if they're near each other, you can get that tugging force from the gravity that will change, you know, its rotation or, you know, its orbit or you know, sort of where it's headed, even if it's just by like a slight amount. Okay. Well, yeah, no shit, it's speculation, Mark. Yeah, yes, of course it's speculation, buddy. Come on. Okay, yeah, you're welcome to do that, Zarek. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm happy to look into stuff. I have acceptable levels of skill when it comes to technical aspects, but I'm certainly I've tried my hand at playing around with like C# whenever I had a ill-fated attempt at game design, and I didn't do well with it. So if it gets remotely complicated, I can struggle with it, but I will always try, and you're usually pretty good about troubleshooting things. Yeah, that's always sort of like one of those fascinating like things around our universe is that nothing actually touches. But yeah, it's just electrons pushing each other away. But yeah, there's sort of like those universal constants that do have those deeper effects that we sort of don't really that we understand. Of course, that you have like relativity and how like gravity affects that. But gravity is just sort of like one of these great forces that just kind of exists, and it sort of fundamentally it necessarily fundamentally explains how much of our universe works. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, so much of material existence and interaction is repulsion when it comes down to it. I mean, yeah, you can frame it that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's an untestable hypothesis. She's doing what she can with what she's got, but yeah. Shit, was it raining? Yeah, I didn't think so. No, Mark, you're going down the wrong track. Oh, the dramatic irony. And Louis is just like, oh, it's nonsense. Since she was the one pushing that dumbass theory the last time, now she's like, oh, that's scientifically not possible. Ooh, okay. Okay, so 1, yeah, right, or 3, I remembered something else. So we either agree with the current reality, which yeah, it wasn't raining that night, or 3, I remember something else. So then we're going to be bringing back the past timeline where the disappearances all coincidentally lined up when it was in fact raining. I mean, to me, 1 feels like the right answer, but it also might not be, because we don't really know how these timelines work yet. Ooh. Oh, I dig it. I like how this game plays with your perception and what seems to be the right answer and what, oh, this should be the case. But you just don't know. Yep. Any takers here? Nope. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yep, 1 it is then. And what are you gossiping about now? It is literally 3 people in a classroom. If it was just the 2 of them, that's one thing. But it's 3 people talking in a classroom. God, you're desperate for drama. Holy shit. It's not scandalous. What the hell are you talking about? Do it, Nicole. Do it. Do it. I mean, I respect Luis for being the mature one of the situation, but nah, I'm with Nicole on this. Beat the asses down. Yeah, exactly. One of them. All right, what are we doing? 1, are you sure? 3, it's important. Yeah, Nicole has that, like, nature of being high-strung. She's definitely not like a bitchy character or anything, but she's definitely has a temper and is in a high-strung personality. I could see her laying them down. Like, she's not gonna put up with their shit. Yeah, do we want to gently encourage her to just lay them out? Or are we just gonna say, no, it's important. Let's talk about multiverse theory. All right, let's see if we can encourage it. Oh, we were so close. Oh, we were so close. Damn. Okay. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. It was worth a shot, though. I'm glad we tried. We can say that we tried. That's the important thing. All right, 1, you worked really hard, or 3, our test shots will amaze them. Yeah, I like the difference there. It's going for more specifically his accomplishments versus them as a group. Yeah, I think it's a good way to approach it. I love that standout. That's great. You're Aridol. Well, he looks pretty confident, actually. I think it's kind of, when it comes to these kind of experiences, you're always really nervous starting out. And then once you kind of get into your swing and you're sort of really passionate about what you're talking about, I mean, it's different doing like a boring business presentation or talking about some stupid shit you don't care about because, oh, the class is, you have to do this presentation on whatever. But if you actually are really passionate about what you do, you have the initial nerves, but then once you kind of get into it, you're feeling it at that point. Oh, guys, you're setting up for failure here. We don't say that. Oh, man. Are we thinking 1, it's going well, or 3, it's going? Yeah, Taco Bell's just... Ugh. Ugh. It's technically food. It's better than KFC, which isn't saying much. But yeah, just stick to making tacos and quesadillas and enchiladas and whatever other fake Mexican-ish food you make. No, she does not know about the anomalies. No, definitely does not. One, okay. Nope, too late, Zeri, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't understand, like... But Taco Bell's really popular, which is weird to me. Watched an interesting video on the Yum Foods brand a while ago, which is the one that owns KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and then I think they have another one as well. But like Taco Bell is the big earner, and Pizza Hut and KFC are such abysmal failures in the United States that Taco Bell essentially keeps them afloat, at least in the country sense, because KFC is very popular overseas because it's actually good overseas. And I don't know about Pizza Hut. I think Pizza Hut's just kind of middling. Long John Silver, that's the other one they own. Right, that's a new acquisition. They got that, like, what, 2 or 3 years ago? I know about Demolition Man. Yeah, that's. Yeah, okay, that's what they called it. Yeah, I forgot that was the, I remember that was the Taco Bell was the thing in the future, and it's all obnoxious, boring vegan food. But I forget, yeah, they call it the fast food wars. But yeah, I did see Demolition Man. Hey, I know about the 3 seashells. Am I right, guys? Yeah, we all know about the 3 seashells. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's just so bizarre because they do not give a shit about KFC in the United States. It's such a disgusting shithole. But then you go to elsewhere, like anywhere else, and I watched the commercials for some of the various KFCs, like in Thailand and Japan. It's like, holy shit, this actually looks really good. And I did have it when I went to visit a friend in the Netherlands. Had some KFC there. We just got like a big box of tenders and like all the different like local sauces, and it was really good. This is like, what the fuck? Why don't we have this in the States? Yeah, well, Japan, yeah, Japan's its own thing for sure. Like it is. That's the whole thing with, you know, Christmas and it being like St. Valentine's Day equivalent. Oh, auto mod. There we go. Yeah, that's a whole thing there, and I know they take their I know they take their fried chicken very seriously over there, so that's like a whole institution. But there was one in, God, was it Egypt? Tangiers or something like that. Some northern African country. I forget if it wasn't Libya. I know that it definitely wasn't Libya, but it was Morocco, something like that. They had some that was like this like peanut spiced chicken. It looked incredible. It looked really really good because even like American KFC commercials, the food still looks bad. It just looks like absolute garbage. Yeah, it looks like we have a ad starting up here in a minute. This actually feels like a pretty good time to take a little break here and for me to grab another beer. So we will continue our discussion of fast food and I guess play the game too in the meantime. Malaysian, yeah, I seem to remember that one too. I'll have to... Okay, while we're on break here, I will look into that, yeah, on the Malaysian one. Singapore, maybe. Yeah, Zeri, at this point, I almost feel like, do you want to just, like, be a mod? Do you just want to have mod access so you can just, like, approve these things yourself if you feel up for it? Because I'm down, honestly. I know you're a good guy. I know you've been around. Well, you think it over while I go on break here, so I'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay, yep, I'll do that on the break here. yeah. Let me just show you. Let me just show you my. Let me get this added here. Okay, yeah. These are my moderation settings. I have the second lowest filtering for the top two, nothing for the third, and then the lowest on all the others here. The absolute lowest. I don't know what the hell's going on there. It's infuriating, though. I just don't understand how it's that sensitive. Oh, these look interesting. Yeah, I looked up the KFC in Malaysia here. Oh, it's with Samyang Buldak? Oh, shit, this looks really good. No, do the full image. What the hell? Oh, is that one dead? Oh, come on. Please tell me that's not taken down. Oh, there we go. There we go. It actually looks good. Oh, yeah, and actually, like, I mean, because I'm so used to things when it's like, oh, it's the super hot sauce. It's usually not very hot. But I trust Malaysian food to actually be spicy. And yeah, Samyang Buldak, so yeah, that shit will, that'll burn you up. Some of their noodles aren't super spicy, but quite a few of them are. These actually look really good, man. And there was another one that looked interesting too. Let me get that one pulled up here as well. Huh. Nope, nope, not that one. Nope. There we go. Now, where's the other one being saved at? Oh, come on. The hell? Why isn't it saved to the desktop? Oh, well, that explains it. Almost got it. 1 second here. Yeah, there we go. White barbecue crunch. I have no idea what makes it a white barbecue crunch. I guess other than the little white sauce on there. But yeah, that looks good. And the mashed potatoes and the gravy don't look like literal slop. Yeah, I want some Malaysian KFC now. Man. Alright, enough food daydreaming here. Get back to the game. Isn't it always complicated? Oh, Riddell's looking terrified now. I went from happy optimism and excitement about his own project to complete lack of confidence. Another one of those where I'm just, art style, great. Does so much with so little. Oh, yeah. Man. Kathy, you already know the answer. Oh. Well, shit. Yeah, it's good to try and cheer up your friends, but there is a certain point. Just kind of have to let them be. They got their own shit to process. Oh, I know all about that, Riddell. Yep, I know all about that. Well, that's from the writing side. The publishing industry is such a fucking mess. You finally met your match. Two streamers are playing Repo. Had to leave the channel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Repo. I want to say I saw someone play it once. That's a fairly new one. And yeah, you should have mod powers, by the way. You did have to lose your diamond. That's just part of it. But yeah, you got the green sword now. Oh no! Oh, they fucked up their setup. Oh god, that's the worst. To be fair, I have done that myself. I caught it the first time, and then the second I didn't realize it was happening, then someone had to mention. Or no, wait, no, I didn't. Oh no, I had the other voices muted. I never had doubles, but I ended up having a Discord call muted at one of my streams, and that one's not getting released. It was also just not a good stream in general. It was just not a good setup. Period. On anybody's side, it was just pure jank. Okay. One, he doesn't want that, or three, maybe we should try more. Three is well-intentioned, but very, very naive. Let's be kind and call it naive. Oh, that does sound miserable. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to hang around for that. I would lose my fucking mind. Yeah, one's the good, is the right call. Fuck. Are we gonna talk with the dad? Are we gonna do this? No, we're doing this. Oh, I love the resistance as I'm typing. It doesn't just autofill. You can't hold it down. Well, yeah, the thing, Zeri, is that it's something related to the mom that neither of them are willing to, well, the son wasn't willing to own up to it initially, but he kind of, yeah, I think you weren't there for that. Damn. I don't know if I should tell you tell you this at this point or not. But yeah, there was some trauma that neither of them are willing to acknowledge, let's say that much. Now the son is. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come up again. I'd rather the game say it than me, you know? Ooh, oh, that's rough. And that was so sweet, she had that idea. This fun to get together with friends, do the fireworks and celebration for his accomplishment. Ah. Huh. No chance of rain, huh? Oh, that's right, because it got rained out in the previous timeline. Right. Again, I love the lighting effects. And the face and the eye, little reflections. Damn. And what a line, too. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, it's, yeah, they really do a lot. They do a lot with very little. Yeah, who the hell is he? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, you want to get the fuck out right now. Wait, but no, he never texted you. Oh, we're doing this. Okay. No, we don't address it. Oh, okay. No, not bad ending. Just sort of acknowledging things. Let's say that much. All right, one, we had to leave, or two, something bad would happen. Another set of choices that are distinct, yet similar. Two it is. And you gotta watch my costume change, too. Yeah. Yeah, because he never texted you like he did in the first one. Well, Mark is safe. Yeah, when I talked with my artist originally, I had the idea for these two different color palettes, and I asked her what the price was for both of them, and it was a good price, so I just went with both of them. But I didn't really have inspiration for another set. Although three, it would be good to do it for three. Oh shit, I need to actually read these here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do we see here? Okay. Yeah, I could do like purple and gold or something like that, but that's a color of royalty, especially in the Roman Empire. So there's no way a Centurio would wear that. Blue's already kind of pushing it, but yeah, it works. And there were some cool models that were painted that, and some people who did outfits with the blue and white, and I dig it, so that's why I went with it. God damn it, say it, Mark. Oh yeah. All right, do we greet him or do nothing? One greet, two do nothing. Okay, there we go. Good call. No reason to be rude. You start by talking. So Dad hasn't responded to us. But we got a remittance from Dad. Okay, I'm actually curious what 4,000 AED is in USD. Oh, United Arab Emirates dirham. Okay. That does make sense. I heard that mostly Filipinos end up working in Southeast Asia, the general area. You know, well, not necessarily South. I mean, including China and Japan in there. I tend to do a lot of um, manual labor, and then what do you call it? The general like cleaning and stuff like that, maid work and whatnot. But yeah, if you have like engineers working in Dubai, actually makes a lot of sense. Well, I'm sure he gets treated better than the Indians over there. Probably not much better, but still. That's a whole thing over there. The literal slave caste of Indians in Dubai. Kind of just doesn't get brought up. Then again, if you're born in India and you're not in one of the top castes anyway, I mean, a lot of it is just kind of slavery in a different name. Or living in trash piles, too. Yeah, it was really interesting. Yeah, there's some documentary I watched. I want to say like, wow, it was over a decade ago, going over like Mumbai and how that whole city was um, like 60%, and this is like, or no, it was like 55%, but this is like 12 years ago when I watched this. Like 55% of the city is illegally built, and it's all just these like homes that are built from like scrap metal and just like trash piles. And that's just like how the majority of people live in the city, where it's just like you're just there and you're doing whatever. You're picking out recycling. You're working as a maid somewhere or a janitor, and you go home and you live this in this little trash pile. And it's just like, God damn, that's rough. But yeah, yeah, India still has a caste system. Like it is ingrained into the culture over there, and there are definitely issues with kind of the wealthier ones going international, and they don't really understand that like the West doesn't really have. I mean, we have our own issues with class for sure, but they don't. We don't have a caste system, and so they'll go and kind of treat service workers really poorly. I've had that happen with some friends, where it's like if you work in a grocery store or just a shop somewhere. Um, there's one of my friends lives in a city that has a fairly big Indian population, and it's like yeah, you get treated like shit because they don't understand you're supposed to just be polite to everybody. Oh, we got another ad already. Holy shit! I have these on the biggest like cooldown possible. Are we skipping the Christmas carolers this year? Oh, we're doing the caroling this time around. Oh, okay. Interesting. Right. Ah, yeah. All right, yeah, there is a right choice here. I'll just say that. One, I'm used to Christmas alone, or three, thank you. And you picked the right one there. It's the right one for both of them. Ah, yeah. Kath, you know, we've talked about this. Okay, one, I'm already hurting him, or three, he's hurting me. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good call. And this is one of those I really appreciate the writing in this game so much because it's these choices. Yeah, I'm sure quite a few of them really don't make that much of a difference, but I still like what they are because they are typically subtle but important distinctions. This ain't fucking Fallout 4 with yes, sarcastic yes, whiny yes, or give me more information before I say yes. So it's like, yeah, even if it doesn't matter in the end, I still think that there is kind of that intent behind the writing that does make it feel meaningful. And if I was making these choices myself, yeah, there's quite a few that would give me pause. It's like, yeah, even if they don't make a difference in the narrative in the end, I'd still want to think about them. Ah, right, that, yeah. Yeah. It's still it's not great what she did. She can have her reasons and still lie in a fairly big way. It's more of a lie of by omission, but it's still not. And that's a good point Kathy makes. Oh. Yeah. He's right there. She's keeping her own secrets. Yeah, I agree to disagree with you on that, Kathy. Like, you can't really lecture him about admitting the truth and talking to people if you're not willing to do the same. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. I do like the little palette change they had with their eyes whenever they were getting watery, like they were about to cry. Fucking hell. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, does this turn into a horror game? Jesus. Jesus Christ. Yep, we're gonna do this now. Kathy's gonna admit the truth. Yeah. Yeah. How'd they not... That's what I don't get. It's just like, how do you not love Kathy? She's such a fucking little sweetheart. Just so kind and caring and thoughtful towards other people. I just... Oh, yeah, there you go. Yep. Black sheep. Yep. Yeah, fuck them. Yep, you certainly do. Damn. Yeah, she really is. Absolutely is. It's I can understand why people praise her so much. That was part of the Steam reviews I was looking at. I made sure to avoid any ones that went into like detail about it, but had the kind of like the general overviews. And some people were like, "Yeah, she's one of the greatest female characters in gaming, or just great up, like some of the best character. Period, regardless of classification." It's like, yeah, I see that. She's pretty amazing. I can understand why people love her. Like, you understand, like, she's flawed, too. That's what I like about her. They don't try to do any girl boss shit or whatever. She's just a genuinely sweet, wonderful human being who has her flaws. But she can also acknowledge them, too. Mark was able to kind of get her out of her own hypocrisy because they're good friends and they care about each other. That's what I like with characters like that. It's just like, you can have those flaws. They don't take away from the character. If anything, they add to them. They make them more well-rounded and allows them that opportunity to grow. But yeah, she's just some of the characters in this are great. But yeah, she's definitely the top though, for sure. Yeah, he definitely wasn't being a jerk. He was just very sad and closed off. But yeah, that's good for him to acknowledge that too. Good response. That's great. Yeah, it's kind of schmaltzy to say, but it is kind of perfect. It's a mess like them. And I mean that in the best way possible. Jesus, game. Stop making me feel things. That's good. I don't blame him. Getting rejected like that is tough. Granted, mine was in the publishing industry as opposed to... Oh, that's shit. That was a fast chapter. Okay. Yeah, as opposed to doing independent films or anything like that. But yeah, it still sucks. But yeah, we're already on chapter 5. That went by very fast. How are you guys feeling on this? Do you want to do a quick break since we started up the chapter? Or are you guys good to go a little bit longer before we do another break? It's fine. I mean, you certainly have a lot of bunny awards. What, do you have to look through every single trophy you have before we can leave? Apparently so, Zeri. Oof. Last president, valedictorian, I want to say, if I remember correctly. She still got denied. That's rough. Oh, that is a hell of an outfit Nicole's got on there. Yeah, maybe. Sorry, kid. Where? I guess you're probably tall. Okay, yeah, you probably are taller than me. And never mind. Wow. Damn. She's a grandma? Yeah. Looking kind of a foxy granny there, I gotta say. Damn. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. All right. Guess they didn't have a rice cooker? I thought that was like... Oh, what the hell? So many buckets to choose from. No, this is, you can see the calendar on, right here, October 2013, because the game takes place in, into 2015. So, it seems like we're doing a bunch of flashbacks right now. And I guess he kind of fixed it up himself, maybe. Or paid someone to do it. Either way, still pretty good responsibility. Yep. Yeah, because that, I don't know what the deal with Luisa's thing is there. That seemed like that was kind of current year with her getting rejected from the university. But then Nicole, that was 2010 when Jake didn't show up, and then this is 2013. So it looks like we're just getting a little bit of background on some of the characters. Which is interesting, because, yeah, we definitely didn't do that with the original Chapter 5. What am I doing now? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised they don't have a rice cooker. That's like one of those things that seems to be like a staple in Asian households, period. Because they are just so damn cheap. Where is the last one here? Rice jail. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I never said good one. But yeah, I've seen them for like 15 bucks on Amazon. Oh, yep. I think they may explain it for you here, Zary. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hang on, hang on, hang on. Whoa. It's Dad? What the... What? What the fuck's going on? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, it's a dream. Okay, 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 okay. Jesus Christ. Thought here I was gonna be like, oh yeah, here's everything that happened. Shit. Yeah, I hope Justin gets his girl. I hope he and Elise are a thing. Okay, I want to say I've heard of something similar to that lady. So what's the name of the show? Oh shit, I missed that. Damn it. Ah. Well, while you're doing that, I think I am ready for a quick break here. Oh, Stargate. Oh, okay. I never watched Stargate. That does sound like something that would be on Stargate, though. But yes, I will be back in a few minutes here. I'm back. Join the emotes, I see. Good, good. Yeah, I think I'll go a little bit longer than here, or go a little bit longer. I'm getting that slight tiredness. My brain's operating at functional capacity. Not optimal, but functional. I think I got that in me for a little while here. Honestly, I'll kind of leave it up to you guys. God. Ooh. Oh, he missed it. He fucked up. All right. What are we saying? 1, I didn't see it, or 3, I was in a rush. Hmm. Oh, I may have fucked up on there. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, okay. Well, lady, you and I both fucked up then. Oh, Justin, you piece of shit. Yeah, you're not my clingy partner. You're Elise's clingy partner. Ah. Oh well. I hope you do, man. I hope you and Elise end up together. All right. 1, I think she's excited, and 3, good luck. No, I think there's a difference. One is him saying that his love interest is excited to hear him play, and the other's just a generic good luck. I think that's the difference there. I really do feel like pretty much every choice in this game, maybe a couple minor exceptions, but they've always been that, like, the similar but distinct in important ways kind of choices. All right, I'm wishing Lovebirds well. You do it, buddy. Go for it. Yeah, that's the difference between logos and pathos when it comes to rhetorical. Yeah, just rhetorical brain. Do brain things. Rhetorical devices? Is that the word I want to use? Like, it's a matter of phrasing. But then, like, phrasing can change the meaning of things, even if it's very small. All right, one, is Nicole here, or three? Oh, don't ask. No. Well, that's a very distinct difference. Agreed. Oh, shit. No, oh, okay. I didn't realize that's what I was doing. Oh, well. Oh, maybe you can't talk with them anyway until you sit down. All right, one, not at all, or three, a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll do three. Oh, it was just how nervous he was for the performance. Or a lot of it. Oh, is this a new Kathy animation? I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, you better promise, Kathy. Health insurance. Oh, that's funny. This is a hell of a setup for auditions for a piano club. Oh, she's blushing. Oh, that's adorable. Well, that's all he gets? Oh, man. No, she made it. Oh, Zeri. Oh, Zeri. There is going to be nothing but messing up here. Assuming I can interact with this one. Oh, thank God. I don't have to do anything. Thank Christ. Yeah, in the first timeline, you have to do a DDR style one, and there's an achievement for missing nothing, which is insane because it is like expert level difficulty. Yep, too bad. Too bad, Zeri. You have to just wait for me to fuck up something else down the line. I will be doing Deltarune Chapter 1 tomorrow, and I'm sure I'm going to fuck up the Jevil fight whenever I get to that. Or not tomorrow, Wednesday. The missing everything. There's one for the missing the jitney, where it's missing handing the coins to the jitney operator, and then also the one where you get everything. But yeah, I will be doing yeah, actually I'll save it towards the end here. Yeah, that's the achievement for that one. It's the jitney one. Yeah, but for the karaoke and the pianos, you have to play like perfectly to get the achievements for those. Actually, there's a karaoke for getting like 90% or something like that. But yeah, I'll save the this week's stream stuff to the end here. But I'm not going to go too much longer. Maybe another scene or two. Then I'll talk about my schedule for this week. So, lady, have you played this game yet? I was going to say, I think you got introduced by my stream, didn't you? I like that they play the full musical pieces out. Because I think when it comes to a lot of pieces of media, they're terrified of the audience getting bored because they have scrambled egg zoomer brains, and that you'll just get bored partway through, but they just expect you to listen to the entire piece. And granted, they have some great visuals with it. It's really cool seeing the kind of dueling back and forth that they're doing with it, but they also expect you to be patient and to enjoy the experience. Okay. Oh, so you just looked at the achievements just for the hell of it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that was a great sequence. Like, I have zero musical talent whatsoever, but you can appreciate that they give a shit. Like, at least someone on the team is very passionate about, well, piano, but music in general. Uh, nagging. Okay. You can give me a little compliment here and there. Jesus. Okay, that's something, I guess. Nope. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, if you didn't care about the characters, you wouldn't give a shit about this kind of piano dual montage, whatever you call it, that kind of whatever you call that presentation. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right that it does. They know that you're going to care enough about the characters and their own mental states and sort of like this sort of not rivalry, but the student mentoree, the mentor, the mentee improving and sort of the connection they have. There's a lot going on with that sequence, and you wouldn't get that if you didn't give a shit about the characters. Tell her. Don't be a chicken shit. Tell her. Okay, good. Well, but you didn't though. Hmm. Yep. Okay. That I don't buy that. I don't buy that. One, you could have told me before, yes. Or three, what do you mean? Maybe she has a good reason for it, but that sounds kind of bullshitty to me, honestly. I mean, sometimes there's not an ideal opportunity to tell someone an uncomfortable truth. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's like I understand that of like you if you have something that's very unpleasant to tell someone or something that is deeply personal or whatever, you want to find the perfect moment to do it. But sometimes that doesn't happen. You got to fucking deal with it, and you just have to come out and just say it. Like, I think that's too Disney whimsy. Life doesn't work that way. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Mm. All right, one, I'm sorry, or three, I understand. I think it's a good choice. Yeah. I don't think he really needs to apologize in the situation. But having some empathy's reasonable. Oh, please tell me we're not going to go all the way back to get it, are we? We are, aren't we? Yep. Figured. I guess we're doing this, so one, it's a first step, or three, maybe Kate will listen. All right. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, let's see what the theory is. Although I get the feeling whatever it is, it's going to be wrong, since I think we have more timelines to go through at this point. But we'll see. Oh. Oh, this is, oh, this isn't good. Oh shit, is this related to her not getting into that college? Where she sort of like lost her purpose? And so she's kind of retreated into obsessing over the anomalies to try and kind of find some like inner validation. Shit. And yeah, attack board red strings is always a bad sign. That's not even good if you're a detective on a TV show. It's like it's okay if it's like a room full of detectives and an FBI agent who's there to like assist in the investigation, and they're all discussing their leads. It's okay then, but an individual person with attack board red string, no, that's the danger side. But yeah, I wonder if that's the case. She's obviously very, very smart. So you have an intelligent person who's class president, valedictorian, I want to say, or whatever her credentials are. Clearly very intelligent. Gets denied entry to this college for whatever reason. They say it was because over... Oh, yeah, of course. Everyone knows the Always Sunny meme, for sure. But yeah, they say it's because there's too many applicants, but I mean, who knows? But yeah, maybe she's kind of turning inwards into solving this issue because she didn't get into the college she wanted to. That's my guess at this point. Oh, yeah, she is. She's out of it. I mean, she's always been that kind of like, I don't want to say off-putting, that's not the right word. That sort of like intellectually detached person. But it's clear she's not even listening to Mark and Nicole now. Yeah, I think that's where we're at here, yeah. Aloof, that's a good way to put it, yes, absolutely. Intellectually, bright, emotionally aloof. Huh. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, yeah, because the cafe, there was a bunch of refugees there. I would say that's technically not affected by the ruling. It's a consequence of it. But okay, fine, fair enough. Yeah, affected heavily. That's my question. All right, 1, aren't they dangerous? Or 3, what happens? Three it is. Yeah, that's a good choice. All right, 1, we're safer in numbers, or 3, this is an opportunity. Hmm. I almost feel like she doesn't even care about her own safety at this point. All right, we'll do 1 then. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, I think this is a good stopping point here. I could go a little bit longer, but I'm approaching that point of limited brain capacity. But yeah, absolutely appreciate you guys coming out. It was a lot of fun having you in here, doing our back and forth, discussing geopolitics and multiverse theory here. But yeah, usually I try and do a little bit more narration with this game, but I've got a long week coming up here, so I really did need to kind of save my voice. Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see you again, lady. But yeah, just going over the stream schedule real quick here with you guys. Oh, I got a Discord notification. Okay. Tuesday, tomorrow I'm off. But then on Wednesday, I'm continuing on Deltarune Chapter 1, doing the equivalent of the genocide run on that. I think you just beat people up in it, if I remember correctly. I've never actually played it. I watched a playthrough of someone do Pacifist a while ago. But I do know there's a secret boss fight who's really tough, even if you try and just kill them the normal way. So we'll see how well I do on that one. And then on Thursday, continuing on Claire Obscure, which is a French AA kind of turn-based RPG. Very, very, very good game. It is getting a ton of praise right now, and as much as I despise game journos and think they do a terrible job, well, everybody's giving it a lot of praise. Everybody's giving it 9s and 10s, which it absolutely deserves. And I guess it sold 1 million units recently and had like 120,000 concurrent Steam players over the weekend, which is awesome. It deserves a lot of love. But I'll be playing that on Thursday. And then Friday, I have a collab with Ria, Blue Fox Riani. We're going to be doing Deep Rock Galactic. We did that a few weeks back. Had a lot of fun with that. And that's going to be a open stream, or open, what's the word for? Open play. She and I will be constants, but we will leave a couple spots open for people who want to join in and play with us. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a big collab, also with Ria, but with several other people as well. We'll be doing another part of our Doki Doki stream, which I believe, lady, that's I think how you found all of us, was through the last Doki Doki stream that we did, where all the guys played the love interest and she played the MC. And yeah, I got killed off, but I'm going to be doing narration, which is good because doing Sayori at the end there, a little bit emotionally intense to do that one. I gave it my all. I did my best Oscar performance on that shit, and I'm glad I don't have to do it again. But yeah, I figured that'll probably be easiest. I can just kind of pick up the slack on the narration, and then she can do the MC, and then they all still play the girls. So it should be a lot of fun. Because we're kind of out of the really heavy emotional stuff, and it's more just kind of the psych horror and mind break, mind fuckery of Doki Doki Act 2? Yes, it is. Yeah, and I knew what was coming. She didn't, and I think there's maybe one person in our group who did, but more or less no one really knew. So I kind of intentionally volunteered to play that one, because if someone like got into that and didn't know what they were doing, it would have been too much. So it's just like, well, I know the scene, I know the scenes, I know the character. I can go for it, and yeah, it was good. It was a worthwhile experience to do that. But man, I was just mentally and emotionally just total at that point. But yeah, I think that's about it here. Feel free to join the Discord. Doing some planning stuff for my affiliation special. We got that a little while ago. I was going to do like a Roman night, do Roman memes and videos and odds and ends for you guys. I'm open to suggestions. Feel free to join us on there. It is going to be a very spicy night, I guarantee you that. Not that I don't already have my spicy side anyway, but it's Roman history and Roman memes. It's going to get out there, but should be good. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming in. It was a lot of fun to see you. Okay. If we do Rome 2 total, that's going to be like 5 streams to play one game. So that is definitely down the line. Like this is going to be Roman night for like memes and history videos and shit like that. Like that's going to be the main thing. Also going to do like a tier list of the emperors or maybe the gods. I'll kind of figure out which one I want to do there. So it's going to be more bite-sized sort of stuff. But I will definitely consider that. I've had recommendations for doing a either like Rome 2 or Pax Romana or something like that, a city builder game. But yeah, anyway, if you got suggestions, throw them in the Discord. But with that, thank you guys so much for coming out. It was a blast, and I will hopefully see you guys on Wednesday. Take care now. And let's see who we can raid out to. Give me 1 minute.